Ah, that's the wrong one. Let's go to the intro.
Ooh, sexy Mike.
Sexy Mike.
I don't know why I call him that.
I don't know why you think he's sexy. And he's got Joe Mixon, who's going to come back once he's not injured. I think it could even be this week. So, have you been receiving any trade offers? Because there's been one member that has been really, well,
Has it been David?
Boompa, I don't even consider his trade offers because they're just the most...
They're always just to poke the bear.
Yes. Obviously, things can change, but as of Wednesday night, Mark is a 23-point favorite.
The Mr. Unlimited award this year goes to none other than Sam.
I tell you, the production value on these things is dropping every single week. I keep fumbling. Welcome back to the Keeper Chronicles. Another way that you can tell that the production value, look right there. What's that say? That says week 5. I forgot. I swapped out the title. Forgot to swap that out. So it's actually week 6. So this is going swimmingly. Hannah, come show the camera what you got going on with what's on your hands. Come over here.
What happened?
Come over here. I feel like I married a gardener. Look, this is what she's wearing right now. She's wearing white gloves, like Curly in Of Mice and Men. That's a pull
It is.
for all my Steinbeck fans. So we got a lot to talk about tonight.
Your production value is about as good as Sam's team.
That's a burn. You could even loop Boompa into that one, I'd say. My mom asked tonight, she's like, how's my dad's team doing? I said, it's really not great.
Did you say at least he played Sam?
I could not believe that one of those two teams got to win this week.
Well, needless to say, there was an unlucky loss this week.
Yes. I wonder who that was.
It wasn't
Let's dive right into it.
All right.
Do you have any comments? Do you have any bones to pick?
Bones to pick. I think in general, the people that think J.J. McCarthy should not start just because Carson Wentz has won some games, I think they're wrong. I think there was a reason McCarthy was the starter out of training camp. I mean, Carson Wentz literally just got there, to be fair. But, again, context is key. The line was you didn't have Darisaw, which is the most important piece of the whole Vikings line. You didn't have Addison, and though there have been some mechanical issues with the way he goes through his progressions, his footwork, and all of that, he's the starter for a reason. If he's healthy, he should play.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
And I think, like you said, context is key, and don't forget all the training he's done. So
Yeah.
I know this is a personal bone because we're both Vikings fans, but I have a bone to pick.
Oh, let's hear it.
So, okay, it's no question that it has always felt like the Kansas City Chiefs have been favored by the refs.
Okay.
There was.
I've
did
seen
you
this
see?
study.
You
Yes,
saw
I've
the
seen the
study.
study.
That it was they just completed this.
An unbiased study.
An unbiased study found that the refs did call penalties more favorably for the Kansas City Chiefs disproportionately compared to other teams.
Yes.
Oftentimes resulting, and this was a study that looked at when it was 3rd and long or resulted in a first down, or all of these sorts of things that continued the drive or anything like that would definitely affect the outcome of a game.
Oh.
So, not to say that this is an intentional thing.
Yes.
Because I know Boompa gets on me whenever I suggest that the refs are intentionally fixing games or anything like that. I do think sports betting has something to do with all of this.
Okay.
But you are justified. This is all to say. You are justified if you have felt like the Chiefs have been given a lot of penalties.
Yes.
Because they have.
Yes. And again, the NFL having an official sports book, which you could ask me which one it is. I'm pretty sure they all claim to be the official sports book of the NFL.
Caesars.
I mean, BetMGM, Caesar, like they all claim to be. But the fact that there is one, I think, is a problem.
Yeah.
And so
I miss the days when it was just Papa John's was the official pizza of the NFL, and that was it,
well, and I mean,
So, okay. I could get myself canceled.
And then Pizza Hut, because no one out pizzas the Hut.
And now Little Caesars.
Little Caesars out pizzaed the Hut.
Little Caesars, Caesars Sportsbook.
There we go.
Okay.
The NFL is in bed with all of sports betting. It's all about the money.
It's all about Caesar.
Roman Empire.
Roman Empire.
All right.
It
All
all
right.
goes back. We've crossed the Rubicon now.
All right. Oh,
The die is cast.
that's a good one.
All right. That was really nerdy. I don't know if any of you read the Gallic Wars, but
All right.
Whatever.
I think the one to start with, in terms of least,
I don't want that.
least amount to talk, is probably My Game.
Let's look at it.
Okay.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay. I lost. I had a great game by George, great game by CMC, and good game by my Steelers defense and Dan Carlson. Obviously, I left some points on the bench. Brian Thomas Jr. decided to show up, and Scattaboo.
Scatadid.
Yeah, he might be real.
I would like to point out that last week I had given you kind of some advice on who to start.
Yeah.
I said Quinshon Judkins is your guy.
Yes,
And,
I went with Michael Carter, and we were both wrong.
We were both wrong.
Should
It
have done
was
Scattaboo.
You know, I saw that the Giants just have, like, they look like they're enjoying life.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, even if they lose games, I feel like that fan base is at least got to be happy with Jackson Dart and Cam Scattaboo.
did you see Jackson Dart high-fived a ref?
Oh yeah, I watched it. It was hilarious.
He got fined like $35,000.
$25,000, and the ref
Got fined $1,000 for
not calling a penalty.
Yeah.
Seems a little
Yeah.
weird.
So ridiculous. But
yeah.
they look like they're just like that's the type of thing I feel like they're just having
Yeah.
fun. So Scattaboo, he might be the dude.
I was a little let down. I mean, Ross's team did well. I mean, 144 points should get you the win probably,
Right.
80% of the time, I'd
Yeah.
say. Obviously, Justin Fields, the New York Jets offense was beyond horrible. Actually, Sunday morning, I woke up and was going to drop Malik Neighbors, but then he played, quote unquote, played on Thursday, and so I couldn't drop him.
Ah.
And so I had to stick with Justin Fields. I mean, he let me down. I mean, if he gets 20 points, I at least am close. Like,
I mean, his game log must have.
it is like 27, 5, 27, 27, and now 5 again or something
29, 3.9, 27, 25, 4.9.
like that. Yeah.
So, I mean, it must just be that was Buffalo and Denver, so he encounters a good defense.
It's not like Buffalo's defense is good.
No, that's actually true.
It's
Honestly-
just he doesn't get going. I mean, it's even that Dallas game. He was horrible until garbage time. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a risky play, but he's high risk, high reward.
Crazy that Emeka didn't produce for you.
He got hurt.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, hamstring.
he-
He left in like the second quarter.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it was bad because I was like, oh, Baker, like, let's start Bacon, and he left. But we got to point out Joe Flacco has made Jamar Chase relevant again.
Yep.
Not good for anyone other than Ross. And Rico Dowdle, back-to-back 30-point weeks.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Almost 200 yards for 2 games in a row.
What the heck?
So I was quick spoiler for what I'm going to talk about in a little bit. Ross has offered me a trade.
Okay.
Rico Dowdle and AJ Brown. I'll tell you who he offered me for, or who he wanted from me. But he's obviously trying to sell a little high on AJ Brown after it's like, oh, he had 14 points. He might be an okay wide receiver after just producing almost nothing the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely selling high on Rico Dowdle, who
I mean,
has Chuba coming back, I think, in 2 weeks.
Chuba. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to call him Chuba because I've always called him Chuba.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm going to call him Ted McMillan just for that.
Okay.
No. The ESPN outlook is like, oh, like they might not start Chuba so much, or he might not get so,
Yes, it
so much
might
of
be more of a
snap count.
split backfield when he comes back.
Which is just like, I wish that Rico could just keep doing what he's been doing, and then I'd be confident in taking that trade. But
Yeah.
I'll talk about that trade later when it comes to my team.
I don't think I have. Like I said, this I feel like was a pretty least amount to talk about in terms of all of the games.
Well, we've certainly made something of it. Chris
Yes.
Olave, I just want to point out on the bench, he has 15 points again. That's more than I think he ever got on my team.
Chris Olave this year has been like pretty, like he's not been great, but I mean, he scores 11 points or more 5 out of 6 games. He doesn't have a touchdown in any of that either. So like this is just consistent target share, catching the ball, getting his yards. Like I said, he's not going to necessarily win you a week, but he's a consistent producer. So
Yeah. Also want to point out for anybody wanting to trade, you maybe have an abundance of running backs. It looks like Ross is really hurting in the running back department. Jalen Warren, not great.
he made some moves this week.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that later. All right, let's move on to the Wiz versus the Frame Train.
Oh,
Man,
the
Frame
Wiz
Train has a great week.
To be fair, Benton actually has a great week most weeks.
That's true.
I was looking at this the other day. Benton, he's middle
Is this
of
an unlucky loss as well?
it isn't
It
by
is.
about 1 point.
Wait.
Ross scored more than Benton by about a point.
Oh, yeah.
Benton is middle, like he's like middle of the pack in terms of points for, but points against, he is blowing everyone out of the water. He has 901 points against. The next closest is Boompa at 834.
Wow.
So Benton is just going up against juggernauts every
That's-
week, which seems to be a common theme across seasons even.
That's averaging, over Boompa, right? So that's averaging over just 10 points per week again versus Boompa alone.
Yes, and that's like
And that's
having
averaging,
that's
right?
like an extra player he was almost going up against each week. It's just crazy.
Good to see Michael Pittman is dropping down to normal numbers for him. J.K. Dobbins has got to go. He is a cancer to this team.
No.
He is.
I don't
He
know.
has not broken 16 points. His highest is 15.5.
Okay, that's good for some people that don't have Bijan and JT.
Okay, well, it's not good enough for me.
But like Mark had a great week, right?
Yeah. Oh, totally.
I'm like
Mark again has kind of a good team.
it's a streaky team. It's not
Yeah,
like
Lad McConkey.
it's Lad's first good game.
Yeah. Kyron and Devontae can be high productive or low.
Right. And DK had kind of one of his better games too.
Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is starting to feel more comfortable in
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's
Some
definitely
of the throws he was making is just like
they're looking good.
they're looking familiar.
Yes. But Ashton Genty's looking good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen or even know anything about this. I'm guessing you don't. Have you heard about his college stance?
No.
In the backfield?
No. Oh, yes. He
The-
would just
the-
like straight up.
They call it the Michael Myers.
the Michael Myers.
Yes.
Okay.
And so when he came to the NFL, his OC said, you got to stand like a running back. And those first 3 weeks, he was not good. And since then, and so weeks 4, 5, 6, he's more yards and more touchdowns in the Michael Myers stance.
Do you think there's actually anything to it? Just maybe like his vision, like seeing something?
It
or-
could just be a mental thing too.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So
Sorry for Benton on losing this game, but
I mean, Patrick Mahomes did his best to claw it back. That it was closer than it probably looked going into that Sunday night game.
we'll talk about my game next.
Yes.
Me
yes.
versus David. This was sad. You don't have the screenshots on this one, right? Just Boompa and Sam.
Boompa and Sam is the one that I
Okay.
was. I was paying attention to this
Yeah.
one because I knew you had Bijan. I forgot that David had Drake London, who
The two guys who blow it up, of course, offset each other.
well, Drake London actually had only a good first half.
Yeah, he was at 20.
29 points or
29
something in the first half.
Yeah.
It was insane.
That's why. That's why for most of the game, it was projecting me at a 1% chance to win.
Did
or
you
something like that.
were you watching that game?
Mhm.
Did you see the play to end the half
No.
where Drake London steps out at the 1?
Yes, I
Yeah.
did. Yes. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, David could have
He
another
could have
6
had-
points.
Definitely. Right.
Yeah. That was crazy. So, yes, your guys offset each other. You were hoping for a Bijan breakout game. He scores his 80-yard touchdown.
Oh, it was amazing.
But Drake London had 9 for 160 and a touchdown or something in the first half. So
The real story for me is, where were my wide receivers?
and Luke, that's always been the weak spot of your team.
It
right?
has been, well, I mean, but typically Debo's been pretty good. He has an injured heel right now, and so I saw he was sitting out some of the plays.
He was
and
tired.
He was. They did not have him running in the first half. He was running those deep routes. The second half, he was running routes that were never going to get the ball to him. I kept watching him and just being so frustrated because I just needed him to get a few more receptions, more
he
yards,
just was not.
even just a short little touchdown, and he was not involved in the game.
Yeah.
So that was sad for me. I also, Garrett Wilson got injured, which sucks.
I mean, Garrett Wilson he's the Justin Fields of wide receivers. He is boom.
He's got Justin Fields throwing to him. This is
Exactly.
why.
Exactly.
Yeah. I even had the Raiders defense doing their best for me.
They
put
were
on a show
they
for
were
me.
keeping you alive, to be
They
honest.
really were.
The other thing about David's team is Tyler Warren is a pretty good tight end, fantasy wise.
Yeah.
He's pretty consistently top tier guy. I mean, he's
Finding a role in this
he
dynamic indie offense.
I mean, you look at Daniel Jones with the helmet on. He kind of looks like Josh Allen. Wears the same number, same colors. But Tyler Warren is tight end number 2, averages 14 points a game. Whereas Trey McBride, tight end 3, so Tyler Warren's 14-1. Trey McBride is 14 even. So like Trey McBride was kind of head and shoulders above the rest in terms of tight ends coming into the season. So to have this rookie kind of equal out what I consider one of your positional mismatches is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
But your wide receiver, we're in week 7 now, right, Luke?
Mm-hmm.
So help is on the way.
Yeah. Rashee Rice comes back in.
Now,
I actually had to make some tough decisions on who to start this next week. And
right. Well, do we know is he expected to be full wide receiver 1?
No clue.
Okay. You haven't read anything up on that?
No, I haven't. I need to.
Okay.
Who's the Thursday night game?
It's the icy hot battle. The quarterbacks combined for an age of 81.
Okay, so this would be Flacco and Rodgers. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
The icy hot battle. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was obviously an unlucky loss.
Unlucky
for me.
loss, yes. We were truly 1 point away from the top 4 teams being located within the same, two games. Yes.
Yeah.
If Benton scored 1 more point, it would have been an unlucky loss for him. Which I think would have been a first.
Well, let's go to the namesake of this episode.
Oh.
How low can you go?
Oh my.
Race to the bottom. Who's got the most pathetic team? Is it Sixth Sense or the Well Diggers? I mean, they are digging a well together. The only person who scored double digits on Sam's team, you can see this right now.
Well,
Jalen Hurts
yes.
and Jason Myers, his kicker.
And Jalen Hurts at halftime, I don't have a screenshot, so don't quote me on this, but I was like kind of calculating what each quarterback was scoring at halftime of that Thursday night game, and he was close to like 17, 18 points at half, and then they did nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, Sam's team is a little sad. And of course, Jamison Williams and Cooper Kupp decide to score double digits for maybe the first time all season. It's not like Boompa's team did much better. I feel like he may have cursed himself by thinking that if Josh Allen gets hurt, he's going to lose and all of this. But the Buffalo just didn't have anything going against Atlanta. Atlanta, I believe I read or heard, they are the number 1 defense this year.
Really?
NFL wise. I don't know about fantasy, but
Okay.
in the NFL, which is pretty surprising considering last year they were one of the worst defenses because they had no pass rush. But they got some good rookies. They got some good signings. They're flying around.
Now, I don't know about low scores. Let me see if I can.
I believe
don't
we had a 52.
Yeah, that was when Benton had given up all hope.
So I want to point out, because it's a little bit of league lore, Kyle Pitts made a team this week.
Oh boy. I see him right there.
Yes, Dalton
In his glory.
Dalton Kincaid was ruled out late, and Booms picked him up. Had to start a tight end for hopes of winning, and turns out he didn't need it. But it
Who
sure
do you
looked
turn
like
to in your hour of need?
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts.
Everyone-
Senior.
Yes. Everyone's gonna eventually pick him up. Everyone's gonna get desperate enough for Kyle Pitts.
I can only hope that his son becomes a tight end in the NFL so that our kids can play fantasy and can have the choice. Kyle Pitts, pick him up.
James has expressed interest in playing fantasy football
That
someday.
would be fun. Well, that was, just a
so.
terrible, terrible week for both these.
So
teams,
let's see. I'm paying attention to this game, and Josh Allen, the Falcons scored to go up 24-14.
Here, just send me those. Send me those screenshots, and I can walk
Okay.
through.
Okay.
I'll just add a.
Boompa, I didn't realize had DeAndre Swift at the time. Okay. How do I?
What is this?
So I didn't know that Boompa had DeAndre Swift at the time, which is a key part of this story. So I thought it came down to Josh Allen and the entire Buffalo offense essentially scoring points, enough points to hold off Rome Odunze in the other game, because the Buffalo-Atlanta game started like an hour or so ahead of the Chicago game. And so the score is, the first screenshot, which I may have sent to the group, I don't know. Boompa's at 73.2 and Sam is 72.32. So Boompa has about a 1 point lead. So before I took this screenshot, Boompa's down by about a point. Josh Allen leads them down the field to about the 20, and Boompa's now up to his 1 point lead. Are you showing screenshots?
Yeah, I'm trying, but it's just
No worries.
I gotta figure it out at a different time.
No worries. Okay. Josh Allen then throws his game-losing interception. Boompa loses 2 points. So at this point, I think all of Boompa's players are done. But he still has DeAndre Swift, right?
Yep.
So I think Boompa just lost on a Josh Allen interception, and I find that just so poetic, considering Boompa is the Buffalo Bills.
He is the
Like Josh Allen throwing a game-losing interception for the Buffalo Bills also loses it for Boompa. It would have been so poetic.
It would have been perfect, honestly.
But then I'm like, oh, we still have DeAndre Swift.
Yep.
And through this whole thing, Sam, before the Buffalo drive, before Josh Allen went down to the 20, Sam had a 69% chance to win. Right before Josh Allen threw the game-losing interception, Boompa's up to 64%. Throws the interception, swings the other way. Sam now has a 62% chance to win, with essentially Rome versus DeAndre Swift left. Prior to the DeAndre Swift touchdown, they were favoring Boompa. This is about 10:44 left in the Bears game. They were favoring Boompa, 63% chance to win. DeAndre Swift touchdown, because it was a 50-some yarder, seals it, 99% chance to win. But I was like, it's a roller coaster, it wasn't even my game.
If you would have had to bet on Rome or DeAndre Swift, who would you have bet on?
I don't know. Going into the fourth quarter, probably DeAndre Swift, because
that's how they'd been moving the ball.
Yeah, I don't understand the Bears offense. I don't try to understand it.
I'll say this, Caleb Williams, because I was watching that game, he just kept missing his receivers.
Yeah, I mean he tries to make the play every time, and when it works, he looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so many times where he's like doing this weird thing as he's on the run, and you know the play I'm talking about, where it like sails over the guy's head on wide open and on the sidelines. I'm like, you could have just run that.
Yep.
Like,
Well, I don't know what happened, just mentally or game strategy wise, but in the first half he was throwing some deep balls to Rome, just a few, but they were always terrible.
Oh yeah.
Like they were always like, I'm surprised he didn't get picked. So.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Let's see. Rome had.
How many targets did he have?
He had 5 targets.
Yeah, just 5 targets. So
Yeah.
I would think it was like 2 deep balls.
Yeah.
That were just terrible. That's his lowest amount of targets on the year.
Yeah. So, shall we move to weekly awards?
Let's do it. Let's start with the Gritty Award because that's the easiest to give away.
Yep.
Once again, going
To David. I still feel confident in the fact that I think Ross has a better team than David, but
Oh,
David.
that's a hot take.
I think I said it last week. Oh, no, never mind. David has a better team than
Yeah,
Ross.
Okay,
Yes.
I was gonna say that. I agree with that.
Yes. Sorry, David has a better team than Ross, and I think
He has
this,
the best team in the league right now, according to record.
according to record, yes.
Oh, are you gonna say something nice about my team?
I think your team is very, very top heavy.
Oh.
Your wide receiver is Rashee
That
Rice
is-
could change everything,
He
though.
could.
So, yes, I think David once again has probably the top team in the league.
He's pretty good. So he's got the Gritty Award this week. Congratulations, David. I will have to go back through these and listen to all these because I've neglected to keep count all these weeks. Let's look at the best bench.
I can just tell you who it's going to.
Who's
Cam.
going to?
Cam Scadaboo
Cam Scadaboo, 31 points.
and Brian
Let's
Thomas
see.
Jr. with
Oh, yeah,
23.
BTJ with 23. Yeah, I'm just scanning all these.
Cam Scadaboo outscored some other people's most everyone else's bench because I mismanaged it so badly.
Yeah, I mean, yep. I'll give it to you. You get the best bench. You missed out on Quinshawn.
That's why I'm getting it,
You
huh?
missed out on him. His team didn't score a single touchdown. Cleveland is such a crap show.
It's
It's so bad.
so.
So bad. Okay. Best bench. We got waiver winner. Waiver winner. Who's going to be the waiver winner?
Well,
What kind of moves are you seeing over there?
over here for last week. We had the race for Hassan Haskins, who ended up not being the guy. And so this week we had the race for, what's his name? Vidal? Kimani Vidal. I mean, we didn't really have a lot of moves being made last week that were of consequence. So I mean, we can either skip this.
You know what? I'll call out that Wan'Dale Robinson for
Did
Trey
scores
Tucker.
20 points.
Yeah, Trey Tucker. That's a good trade. That's a good drop.
My other, I think, honorable mention. By default, Boomba for picking up Kyle Pitts. It's a winner's move every time.
Yep. I mean, he did some trimming. You can see he dropped Woody Marks, Jerry Jeudy. He dropped Trey Tucker. Those are some. I mean, he's making some horizontal moves here,
But-
not necessarily moving up. I think that Wan'Dale Robinson is a better bet than Trey Tucker.
I agree.
Gainwell is a better bet than Woody Marks.
No. I think the Wan'Dale Robinson is probably, especially after seeing the way he was being used on Thursday,
Yep.
he's probably the waiver winner.
So Kyle Pitts is the cherry on top of a good week
Yes.
for Boompa.
Yes.
Just honestly kind of scraping the sides of the barrel, not the bottom, but just the sides, just trying to stay afloat. here.
Yes.
So good on you, Boompa. Then when it comes to Mr. Unlimited,
Oh, this is an easy one.
who do you say?
Sam.
Why?
Do you know what let me pull up what I offered Sam last week, and he's like, no, we gotta let waivers go through, and
Oh,
then,
yes.
then
Let
you'll
waivers go through.
Then you'll see like, I've got a good team, yada yada yada, and his team is what it is. So I offered Sam. Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh, this was verbally. So at one point I offered him Malik
Verbal.
Neighbors and Michael Carter for Roma Dunze. Then I verbally was talking and said, how about Cam Scattaboo and Brian Thomas Jr. for Roma Dunze?
Whoa.
And
And
I-
he said no?
He said, no. He said, everyone's wanting Rome. I'm going to keep him. I've got some good waiver moves coming up.
Oh.
Do you know those two almost outscored his entire team this week?
That is, yeah, they scored, 50 points together, and his whole team,
54 points.
his whole team scored 72.
Yes.
Wow. I think this is the first time that Mr. Unlimited from the season last year has won it this year.
Ooh. Well, Sam, I mean, he's in year 3 of vet school. He's been
He
keeping his
is.
head down, his mouth a little quieter.
Honestly, we are all better for it.
I feel like we're missing a little bit of the entertainment value. But good for you, Sam. I'm glad that you are reclaiming the title of Mr. Unlimited.
I hope that it comes home to you again this season. So it's time to start making some comments. Time to start running your mouth. Time to start talking up your team that is absolutely garbage.
Speaking of Sam's garbage team, so I'm looking at, as we're going to transition to looking ahead to next week, I'm looking at kind of the desktop preview of all the games, the scoreboard games. They like projected leaders in terms of scoring for each team. Rome Odunze is Sam's second highest projected scorer. Rome would not be in anyone's top 3 by most,
Yeah, I see
On-
that. I can see that right now.
on almost every team by considerable amount of points other than
Except
Boompa's,
Boompa.
which, yeah.
Yep, that says something.
But hey, Kittle might come back. It might be the turnaround that he needs.
I am amazed that Sam still has Tyreek Hill on
No,
his team.
no.
Yes,
Did you
he
not?
does.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
He dropped him.
I just looked at his team.
Luke, that was last week.
Whoa.
This is this week. He
How
dropped.
did I have it this? Okay. All
He
right, that's
dropped
crazy.
Tyreek Hill for Kendrick Bourne.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting. Yep, we still have Kittle. Is Kittle not out for the season?
No, he's possibly coming back this week. Yeah, just a couple transactions I want to highlight. Boompa, 1 week with Kyle Pitts was enough. Dropping him for your boy Godare.
Oh wow! You just get a little hit of the pit, you know. That's all you need. Just get your pit fix.
Sam decided the Ramondre Stevenson journey was enough. Dropped him for the race. He won the race to Vidal, the Chargers' possible RB1.
Yep.
Trey Tucker is back for a brief amount of time. He gets dropped later today.
Oh, nice.
You took the Vikings back.
I did.
Which I was surprised you even dropped him. But I understand.
I needed to just in case Debo was going to have the out.
I understand the need
I
for
would have
sure.
been better off starting Luke McCaffrey.
No, it was so sad.
Sucked. He wouldn't have won me the game.
No.
Only Tucker Kraft could have done that for me.
Tyreek Hill being dropped, I feel like we almost need a moment of silence for the end of the era.
Wait, let's give him a moment of silence. Sam and Tyreek's relationship
It's over.
is over.
And yeah, so those are the big ones. I mean, you added Christian Watson, dropped Luke McCaffrey. LMC just was a backup anyway.
So where do we go from here? What's the deal? What are our percentages?
Yeah, so in terms of some movement, my loss dropped me 13%. I'm essentially battling for that last spot with Ross and Mark. We're all 55 to 67% chance. The ones that are more so locked, which again, one loss can change everything in terms of percent, and this is ESPN, which we all know. David, you and David seem like locks, though you have fallen 10% over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You're down to 81% chance, but still seem like a lock. David has gone up from 82 to 93% in the last 2 weeks. Some pretty free fall form for Sam. He was 39% 2 weeks ago. He is down to 12% chance to make the playoffs. Benton is actually up from 2 weeks ago, down slightly from last week, but he's at 18% chance to make the
Wow.
playoffs. Boompa's stayed pretty steady the last couple of weeks, 15, 13, and is now up to 19% chance to make the playoffs. So it's really, we seem to have a bottom 3 and a top 2, and then those middle 3 are kind of jostling for who's going to be left out.
Can't wait to see it. I also see in the standings tab, it talks about or it gives you a little stat on moves. This would be transactions,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
It will be nobody's surprise that Mark Miltimore has the fewest moves at 3. Now, I'm pretty sure that is all defenses.
Yes, I don't think it's anyone's surprise that Mark is at 3 and Benton is at
And
6.
yet somehow his team is on a 2-win streak.
They're both known for being content with their drafted team.
Absolutely.
A little more surprising, I feel like, is David and I both being under 10 6 weeks in. I feel like at least I usually make a lot more moves, but I feel pretty locked in with my team. No surprises to anyone, but the Sixth Sense has been active.
Oh, yeah.
He's leading it with 17 moves.
Oh, yes. We have the 2 men on the upper end of their years who are on opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to moving on the waivers.
Yeah. So let's look at next week, Luke. Where do you want to start? We play each other,
We do.
which
It looks like it's going to be a tight game.
well, who knows? Justin Fields is he's either scoring 3 or 30, so you just never know there.
And if you win, we're going to be tied for record. So
Oh, yeah,
this is kind of
if you lose, next week's episode may have to be called Free Fallen.
Yeah,
Also,
that's true.
Next week will be the 1-year anniversary of the name change.
For the idiot.
Yeah. Remember, there was this deal where if you lost, you would change your name
To
or something.
Sam. If I lost to Sam, wasn't it?
Was it Sam? I thought it was to me, but
I think it was to Sam.
okay. So we're still a couple. So it might be this week. Was your first time being the idiot?
I think it may have been because I was just looking at my YouTube page and it was week 4 or week 5
Okay.
that I had that idiot as the screen
Okay.
as the thumbnail. So
So, what are your thoughts? Rashee Rice obviously is the wild card here, right? He's projected 13-7. Honestly, could finish with 0. Honestly, could finish with 29. To be honest,
I've thought about starting him and Worthy just to have the assurance.
currently that's what you have, right?
Yeah,
They're going against Vegas, which
porous.
vary. So I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing to necessarily start, but that's also
Taking away, if I
you're-
could know which one of them would score more, obviously.
well, and if game script doesn't go the way you think it is,
Yeah.
like you're thinking 42-6.
Yeah, right.
But it might
might
be
it's most likely going to honestly end up being like 24-18 or something crazy like
right.
that.
It might not be the high scoring game, in which case maybe Jordan Addison or
Yeah, trust me, I've got some tough decisions. It's just gut feeling,
which is always gross.
it never goes well for me.
Yes, I also am feeling that with Cam Scatterbo going up against Denver's defense, who just did me dirty with what they did to Justin Fields.
Right.
And then
David felt the pain with Breece Hall, only getting 5.9 points.
Oh, sorry. That was something that Benton wanted me to bring up. Trades in the NFL. I believe trade deadline is either this week or maybe it even just passed. Maybe I should double check that. But trades in the NFL and possible players that are being moved. Breece Hall has been listed as one of them.
Interesting.
How does that affect your value? Like if you were to want to trade for Breece Hall,
I would think, to me personally, I think there are a few spots that he could feasibly land that would up his value to me.
we still have like another 2 or 3 weeks until the trade deadline. Trade deadline is November 4th for the NFL.
Interesting.
So, there's obviously been some names floating. DJ Moore is another one. So just some DJ Moore has been linked to the Steelers too.
I'd like that combo.
Yeah,
DK and DJ. That would be pretty sweet.
Pretty cool. So, just something to kind of keep in mind when you're looking at players is
I mean, and nobody's going to take a trade on potential trade in the NFL.
well, it's all about value. Trading players is kind of like trading stocks.
Oh, please give us the.
You want to sell high, buy low. So Brees Hall, not seen. He's pretty mid right now, right? Just because of the New York Jets defense or offense, and possible injury too, or no?
Brees?
Yeah.
I don't think he's injured.
Okay. Well, he's good when he's got it going, but like last week was horrible.
Yeah.
If he's traded to say Kansas City,
LA
what?
Chargers?
Yeah. If he's traded to those, he's probably in top 5 back.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, if you trade for David to him right now to David, you probably don't have to pay as much.
So true.
So,
Thank you, Warren Buffett. The New York Jets are kind of like the New York Stock Exchange.
sure. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything else on our matchup. Do you want to highlight?
Freight Train versus Puget Sound Pounders sounds like it's going to be true to David's name in absolute pounding, but you look at the projections.
Benton's team is consistently good. Just like falls, like again, Benton has 900 points against, and the next closest is 834. JSN is going off. Sorry, Sam. I talked you out of keeping him and told you to keep Kenneth Walker instead.
Sam made the decision to keep Tyreek all on his own, though.
Yes. That was something he chose. That was, but like, Freight Train, you just never know when the upset's going to happen, right? Technically.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that David's team is going to stick it through, though.
You think so, huh?
I think so. I mean, there's something to Benton's luck that I truly actually think it is a player. It is a player on his team that is trying to get him to lose.
So if you look at the keepers he had, right? It was Terry, Chase Brown, and
JJ.
So Benton, if you want to trade JJ, I'll take him. He's the guy that you're consistently starting and you still lose. So it must be him.
If the shoe fits. Then we have a matchup versus Sixth Sense versus Cheese Whiz.
Yeah, now we're getting down to the what did we call it last week when you went up against Cheese Whiz? An emotional bye. What was Cheese Whiz called? The emotional bye?
David said it was an emotional bye week going against his dad.
Yes.
That earned David Mr. Unlimited.
Because wouldn't it be something?
Wouldn't it be something?
But
man.
it sure is kind of starting to feel like Sixth Sense and the Well Diggers are becoming emotional buys.
They are the emotional bye weeks. I mean, we're 20 points projected difference between both their games.
Now we gotta put out the disclaimer. Buffalo's on bye this week, so it truly is an emotional bye week if you're playing Boompa because the team's out. Boompa's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of his 6 bench players are on bye. And yes, all 5 are on Buffalo.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, sorry. One is Derrick Henry. Sorry. 4 out of 5
he's
are
also
Buffalo.
on bye,
Yes.
which is crazy.
Yes. So what Boompa has is what you get.
Let's see. He's got Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift, Kenneth Gainwell. Honestly, not bad. CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee might be back, which is a talking point. But even with his projected 19 points, Boompa's still supposed to fall well short of the Cheese Whiz.
I'm just noticing that my waiver failed to claim Harrison Butker. I was trying to swap kickers.
Interesting.
Did I take Butker? Or did I actually end up getting whatever?
Kickers are such a crapshoot.
Oh no, sorry. I decided against Butker, went with Chris Boswell instead.
Oh, of course.
So.
Of course.
So yeah, looks like I'm gonna. This has got to be the Wiz. What do you think?
Yeah,
it's got to be.
It's got to be. It's not like I see any of the Wiz's players necessarily projection, like their projection doesn't look overly inflated anywhere. I mean, not to the tune of 16 points, but like maybe A-Chain's a little high, I would say, but that would be the one that jumps out to me the most. It might not be a 16-point win, might be a little less if I had to guess, but I'd still go Wiz. And now the last emotional bye week, Sam.
I think there's not a chance this team wins. You look at the starters, and you go, oh, maybe he's still got some people he hasn't put in the lineup, and you go down to the bench and you go, oh,
hey, he can put Kittle in. He can put Kittle in, and he'd get one more check mark on his side, assuming Kittle plays.
Yeah, maybe.
You never know. You never know.
When will he know?
I think they've got to activate him by Thursday or Friday. But like, again, Sam his team doesn't have the consistent high point scorer on it.
No.
And if you're Sam right now,
I mean, it used to be Jalen Hurts he could rely on.
Oh, he does. He's a consistent average quarterback at 20 points, which I would love to have an average quarterback week to week, because Jalen Hurts is incredibly consistent.
Right.
But you need to have a couple of, we were texting earlier this week or last week, and you need a backbone to your team. So like Luke, you have Bijan and JT that are truly the backbone of your team. You don't even have to think about starting them. Sam doesn't have a single player on his team where it's like, I'm starting this guy every week. Maybe Bucky Irving if he was healthy. Maybe Kittle if he was healthy, but just the injuries have derailed Sam a little bit. And if you're Sam, what are you thinking? Do I try and trade some of my halfway decent guys, try and get higher draft picks? Do I try and get future keepers? What's your play if you're Sam? Or do you keep fighting and hope luck eventually breaks your way?
I think you keep fighting for a few more weeks, and then you start looking seriously at
possible draft pick trades and keeper trades.
Yep.
Okay, interesting. I will say, I'm just throwing it out there. Philly plays Minnesota this week, and Ross is still higher Philly potential, and I guess Sam is too with Jalen Hurts. Minnesota has a very good defense. An upset could happen.
Wouldn't it be something?
Wouldn't it be something?
I will say, if Ross loses against Sam, it just cements him in my mind as the ultimate pretender. Because he's 4-2 right now.
I know he's tied for second place.
It's crazy with me.
Yes, I'm aware.
And our teams just are built different. Like, my team is just way better than his. And it would be the ultimate pretender move
to lose to the emotional bye week 2 years in a row.
2 years, yes, absolutely. So I'm hoping that happens. And if it doesn't, I'm going to look really foolish.
Luke, I've been, since last week when I said David's going to finish higher than Ross, I am trying to keep track of some yearly predictions. So we talked a little bit about playoffs. Who are your 4 teams that will make the playoffs this year?
Wiz? He always weasels his way in.
Okay, Wiz the Weasel.
Wiz, David, me. And
is it going to be me or Ross?
I think it's going to
be... Or Dark Horse Benton. He could go on a tear. His team has the potential to.
I think he's too far back. I think
he's only 2 games back from me.
I think it's going to be you.
He's 2 games back from me.
No, I think it's going to be you.
All right. I'm writing it down, and we can go over this towards the end.
What's your prediction?
Ooh. You know what? I'm going to say David and yourself, obviously, because I do feel like those 2 are pretty locked. I'm going to say I'm going to make it.
You got to believe in the team.
Yes. And then
bold prediction time.
I part of me wants to say the Wiz, because I actually agree that the Wiz is a weasel and his team is actually pretty good. But I don't doubt that Benton couldn't go on a run.
The-
The only thing holding him back is his luck.
Yeah. The only thing I could actually see happening that would take me by surprise, Buffalo figures their crap out, and Boompa's team rises because of it.
He's just spread too thin. Buffalo would have to become the 2009 Patriots for that to happen. So I'm gonna go hot take. Hot take, Jake. Say Benton.
All right. There it
So
is.
Benton, don't let me down. Let me know if you need a trade. Joking.
But not really. I got the shackles in the back. From Dodgeball.
Okay. Sounds good. Any other yearly predictions you want to put on the list before we go?
I don't have any.
Okay. Any hot takes for the week?
Raishi Rice. My prediction, he's going to get under 10 points. That's my gut feeling about him. I feel like I have to start him, though, just in case.
Okay.
That's my bold prediction.
Writing it down. Raishi Rice under 10 for week 7. All right.
It's the feeling I get.
With that, I'm signing off. You?
All right. I'll see you. I'll just go to me. It's now just me on the screen. So don't forget, everybody, double down on love. Let's hit that outro.
Sexy Mike.
Sexy Mike.
I don't know why I call him
I
that.
don't know why you think he's sexy.
And he's got Joe Mixon, who's going to come back once he's not injured. I think it could even be this week. So, have you been receiving any trade offers? Because there's been one member that has been really, well,
Has it been David?
Boompa, I don't even consider his trade offers because they're just the most...
They're always just to poke the bear.
Yes. Obviously, things can change, but as of Wednesday night, Mark is a 23-point favorite.
The Mr. Unlimited award this year goes to none other than Sam.